Just, I don't know, it's just like, certain times stuff get heavier.
At only 20 years old, Lil Loaded had the world at his fingertips. The Dallas rapper had been thrust into the spotlight after his song Glock Baby became an overnight smash. But behind the scenes, his life was full of heartache and tragedy. It would take a fallout with a friend to tip this rising star over the edge for good and leave him facing a manslaughter charge. In May 2021, Lil Loaded posted a cryptic message to his Instagram account where he appeared to be talking to God, and just 48 hours later, that promising young rapper had committed suicide. Let's take a closer look at the life, loves, and heartbreak of one of the biggest losses the music industry world has ever seen. Born Deshaun Maurice Robertson, Lil Loaded had been on the scene less than a year before his music went viral, spiraling the 20-year-old from neighborhood kid to rising superstar. Hailing from San Bernardino, California, Lil Loaded moved to Dallas, Texas at a young age, and soon learned the hard way about life on the streets, even going as far as to say, it's like everywhere in the city, you see different stuff. I guess you kind of grow up a little bit faster, I would say, in Dallas. He and his 4 siblings were raised by their mother, as their father was behind bars, making life tough from an early age, and he would experience a heartbreaking loss at only 15 years old.
Yeah, when I was 15, my big brother got killed. Really, I thought they was gonna tell me my mama had died, cause my mama was stressing. I wasn't even in Dallas. I was like in Arizona and California.
Lil Loaded would channel his energy into his music, and by the end of 2018, he had embarked on his rap career, releasing his first song, BOS.
I would feel like I had to be solid for my mama and my siblings. Like, my big brother was the man of the house, so shit. Now it's up to me, so I handle business.
But it wasn't the start he was hoping for, with this video receiving only a few views, and then he released Glock Baby. It would take the help of one man to take his second song, The Depths of YouTube, to the heights of musical Billboard. The story of Glock Baby is an unlikely one. The day he was set to record the video, the camera broke, leaving Lil Loaded with no choice but film another day. After more setbacks and delays, he was finally able to upload his video. The timing could have not been more perfect. Tommy Craze was a popular YouTube star with his videos reacting to music videos with 0 views. He just so happened to be making his second episode, and as he always does, typed the words music video into YouTube, sorts by most recent, and then picks one at will.
He's solid, you know what I'm saying? He genuine, you know, he real with everything. So shout out to Tommy Craze. But I had just dropped the video that night that he was reacting to.
When he picked the just uploaded Glock Baby, no one, especially Lil Loaded, would have expected what was to come next.
That morning when I woke up, it was at like 45,000. By the end of the day, it was at like 150,000.
And that was only the tip of the iceberg. He heard other rappers shouting his name, and record labels were beginning to take interest until eventually he signed with Epic Records. He was ready to take on the world. He would go on and release singles like Gang Unit, Smoke Today, and Avatar with King Von. Later in 2019, he would make Glock Baby mixtape and release his debut studio album, A Demon in Blue, with features from NLE Choppa, YG, and Polo G. But his world would soon come crashing around him after a video shoot went horribly wrong. Police arrived on the scene at Lost Canyon Drive near Cedar Ridge Preserve in southwestern Dallas. They found their victim had already been taken to the hospital. Khalili Walker had suffered a gunshot wound, and despite the best efforts of the medical team attendant to him, he fell victim to his injuries and died a short time later. But what could have turned a video shoot into a bloodbath? Lil Loaded was known for his controversial videos, which always featured guns, money, and violence. In fact, some of that violence was not just for show. Often on camera, fights were the real deal. While recording one of his videos back in October of 2020, Lil Loaded's life would change forever. It was Walker's sister, Keisha, who called 911 after hearing 2 gunshots outside her house. When she went to investigate, she was greeted by the horror of her brother laying dying as 2 men stood over him. One of those men was Lil Loaded. When she took a look at her deceased brother's phone, she could not have imagined the gruesome discovery she was about to make. As Khalili Walker's sister opened her brother's phone, she found the most disturbing video. In it, she could clearly see Lil Loaded shooting Walker, but he wasn't there to answer for his crimes, as he was the one who had taken Walker to the hospital before fleeing. Police put out a warrant for the rapper's arrest. On November 9th, 2020, after 15 days, he finally decided to turn himself in and walked into the police station to face the consequences of his actions. And face them he would, with a murder charge hanging over him. That charge would later be reduced to manslaughter after his lawyer managed to convince the judge that there was no malice involved in the shooting. If found guilty, he would still be looking at a long stretch inside a prison cell. He even posted his own mugshot while protesting his innocence further, saying, "I appreciate all y'all's support. They try to make you look guilty when you innocent regardless. We're gonna get past this. RIP, my brother. Love you." Many became immediately concerned when he updated his Instagram with a chilling message. In the disturbing post, he says, "Dear Most High, please forgive me for my shortcomings and all the times I fell short of making you proud and being appreciative of all the blessings that have been put in my life. I ask for entrance into your kingdom through all of my mistakes. I know you love all your children, and I'm ready for my heart and soul to join you." Even with his upcoming court case, Lil Loaded still had the potential to become a mega star in his own right, but it appears pressure was all too much for this young man, who ended up doing the unthinkable. The morning of May 31st, police responded to an attempted suicide call. Their destination, the home of Lil Loaded. When they pulled up, they saw his mother sitting on the porch outside in tears. When police investigated further, they made the gruesome discovery of Lil Loaded with a fatal gunshot wound. Just near his body was the weapon that he had used on himself. It might not just be the trial he was due to face the very next day that made life too much for him to cope with. It was also allegedly by a friend that Lil Loaded had also been going through some tough relationship problems, adding to his already stressful life. His death went viral, and many refusing to believe the news until it was finally confirmed by his attorney, who wrote, "Sadly, the rumors are true, and Mr. Robertson did pass away today." Ashkan Mirari also went on to say, "While pending charges as serious as Mr. Robertson's can be exceedingly stressful, and it certainly may have contributed to this tragic outcome, I believe he was in a good place mentally with regarding the changes in our upcoming court date. We felt he had a strong defense to his charges. We were making strong progress against them. The reason this promising and upcoming star decided to take his own life may never really be known, but his death sent shockwaves across the music world, leaving an untapped talent cut short before his time." Today, his videos have been seen by millions of viewers, and on May 31st, 2022, Robertson's team posthumously released Cell Tales on the first anniversary of his death. His memory lives on in the music he left, but leaves us with a sense of what could have been. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more from the darker side of the rap world.